What's poppin', Big Headed fam? It's your boy Big Gotti. Thank y'all for rocking with me on another one. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I drop. Now, on today's episode, we actually gonna check out this video on P. Diddy. So basically, these are the top allegations against him, and I ain't even know some of this stuff. So we're gonna get a bar of this, and y'all let me know what y'all think about the content in the comment section. Let's go.
These are going to be the biggest accusations currently against P. Diddy. So P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, real name Sean Combs, is of course a well-known music mogul, founder of Bad Boy Records, an influential producer, the founder of a clothing line, a singer, an actor. Now, you might recall that we previously reported on a huge lawsuit filed against Combs by his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura back on November 16, 2023. At the time, Ventura alleged that Combs physically and sexually abused her, including forcing her into sexual slavery and sex trafficking. And some of the more alarming allegations in that federal lawsuit included Combs allegedly raping Ventura in her home after she tried to leave him, savagely beating her, resulting in bruises and burst lips, forcing her to have sex with prostitutes on video while he watched and masturbated, forced her to carry a gun for him, and tried to chase down music producer Suge Knight with a gun. Even she accused him of blowing up rapper Kid Cudi's car because he found out that Cudi was interested in Ventura. Yeah, it was wild. We covered it here. And she sued him under New York's Adult Survivors Act. That was a law that gave survivors of sexual assault a one-year window to file lawsuits if their claims were otherwise time-barred under the statute of limitations. Now, Ventura had told CBS at the time, quote, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships." With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life.
I know it took her a lot of courage to do that, though, because that's a powerful man. So I know she's real scared in the back of her mind. But, you know what I'm saying, for her standing up to herself, I commend her for that.
Now, just one day after filing this lawsuit in New York federal court, Combs and Ventura agreed to a settlement. Now, as with most settlements, it was confidential. We do not know the terms. Ventura released a statement saying, quote, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Combs,
you know, she was telling the truth then.
Released his own statement saying, quote, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." Now, Ben Brafman, who is an attorney for Sean Combs, released a statement saying, quote, "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He's happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best." But you have to imagine, in a way, although this came out and these allegations came out, this was a win for Combs in a way, right? Sure, really bad publicity, terrible allegations, but when you settle, it doesn't stay in the news, you don't go to trial, these details aren't revealed at a trial or even in pre-trial discovery. This isn't like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, where arguably one of the motivations for Johnny Depp to sue his ex-wife to take it to trial was to make sure all the evidence did come out because he wanted to prove that he did not abuse her and he wanted to rehabilitate his image. This after Heard had alluded that she was a victim of domestic violence at his hands. This with Combs is very different.
Out good for her.
Want to keep it quiet. But then what happens? Days after settling, Combs is hit with another lawsuit filed in New York. A woman named Joy Dickerson Neal claimed that Combs drugged and sexually assaulted her when she was in college back in 1991. She alleged Combs filmed the rape, shared the video with others as a form of revenge porn. Dickerson Neal claimed this severely affected her mental health and resulted in her leaving college. And like with Ventura, this lawsuit was filed pursuant to New York's Adult Survivors Act.
You know what happens, though, when you do something bad to people and one person speak up, then everybody finna start speaking up. And that's what's happening, man. Too bad for P. Diddy, though, but let's go.
Actually, this was filed in the Manhattan Supreme Court just one day before the window to sue closed. Diddy denied the allegations. In a statement from his spokesperson released to People, it said, quote, "This last-minute lawsuit is an example of how a well-intentioned law can be turned on its head. Miss Dickerson's 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her, and she implicates companies that did not exist. This is purely a money grab and nothing more." As far as we see, that lawsuit is still pending. But there is something to think about.
Be a money grab.
Could these allegations be true? Yes, absolutely.
For sure.
Could the allegations against Ventura be true? Yes, absolutely. However, one of the reasons that we see celebrities and high-profile people decide to fight these cases and not settle is because they are concerned about the floodgates.
Facts.
Right? If you settle with one person, you're going to have to settle with all of them.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't seen a settlement in this case, but remember, this lawsuit came out after the Ventura settlement. Doesn't take
That's why I said it's not a win for him, because it actually made him look bad. Now everybody finna come attack him.
away from the legitimacy of the claims, but just something to think about.
Yeah.
But then what happens next, right? A third lawsuit comes out in New York. This time, an unidentified woman claims that Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall raped her 30 years ago. Combs' spokesperson released another statement after this one, saying these are fabricated claims, falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. This is nothing but a money grab because of Mr. Combs' fame and success.
Edith Villapudua's parents raised her in Stockton, struggling every day to create a better life for their family. Now, after serving our community for decades, Edith is running for assembly to create a better life for all our families. Edith Villapudua, from the Valley, for the Valley.
He is an easy target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. Goes on to state, quote, the New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited by scammers. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these bogus allegations. But
Now,
then
I kind of agree with that, but we got to see, you know what I'm saying, the evidence they got in court.
you fast forward to December 2023. Another lawsuit comes out. Another unidentified woman has accused Combs, former Bad Boy Entertainment president Harvey Pierre, and another person of sex trafficking and gang raping her when she was just 17 years old. She said that she was flown from Michigan to New York City, supplied with drugs and alcohol, and then assaulted at Combs' recording studio.
Damn.
The same day of this lawsuit, Combs issued a statement on Instagram saying, quote, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. By the way, a little side note about these lawsuits. They may be able to be legally brought, right? But they can still be difficult to prove. When you're talking about the age of these claims,
Yeah.
witnesses' memories fade. Evidence gets stale. It's not impossible
I mean, they would damn near need pictures and shit at this point.
to prove the case, but it can be difficult.
Yeah.
And I say that because, remember, you can have a witness and a victim testify or survivor testify. That could be sufficient in order to prove the claim. Maybe you have a few corroborating witnesses. That could be it. This isn't a criminal trial, by the way. The standard of proof in a civil case is much lower.
Yeah,
Look
it
at
is.
the E. Jean Carroll case against Donald Trump. And from an optics point of view, this arguably has hurt Sean Combs.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
he stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt TV, the media company he had founded. He's now on the defensive. But that is not the end of the story. No. It is just the beginning. Because
shit
now
crazy.
producer Rodney Little Rod Jones has filed a massive, reportedly $30 million federal lawsuit against Combs and others, alleging sexual assault, harassment, and an illicit criminal enterprise. This
Damn.
lawsuit by Jones is 75 pages. It lists out 15 separate causes of action, and we're going to go through.
And I think, dude, I think he got a lot more on P. Diddy because his price is a lot higher, and it seemed like he was really in the house with him, so he knows what was really going on. Let's go.
Them. But this lawsuit is against Combs, his son Justin Combs, various associates, and entities like Chalice Recording Studios, Love Records, Motown Records, Combs Global Enterprises, and
Damn.
Universal Music Group. So the complaint starts off by explaining that Jones produced 9 songs for Combs on his Love album and actually lived with Sean Combs for a period of time.
See, he was
and how,
in the
quote,
house.
throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to record him constantly. On several occasions, Mr. Combs took Mr. Jones's cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio
Damn.
recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Now, Jones says that those videos show drugs like ecstasy and cocaine, the displaying of unregistered firearms, Combs spiking drinks for minors and sex workers, Combs' son Christian drugging and sexually assaulting a woman,
What y'all think? Y'all think he gonna settle on this one? Because this one look a little bad for him right here.
and even a famous actor sexually harassing and assaulting Jones. Now, Jones alleged numerous events in these papers. For example, Jones, who identifies as a heterosexual Christian man, claims that Combs repeatedly and intentionally groped his private parts without his consent, that this happened in LA, New York, Florida, the Virgin Islands, and that Combs also continually forced Jones to be in his presence while he was naked and showered. So with that, Jones is suing Combs for a claim of sexual assault and harassment. Jones says that this resulted in severe emotional distress and anxiety. And as we go through some of these claims, keep in mind what he alleged that he suffered as a result of Combs' action. This is the injury or harm element that you need for the purposes of damages. What happened to you? What did you suffer? Meaning, what could Jones recover? Let's keep that in mind. But Jones claims that Combs attempted to groom him into homosexual sex. And one of the ways that Jones says Combs tried to do that was by using producer Stephen Aaron Jordan, who Jones apparently looked up to. Combs allegedly showed Jones a video of Jordan engaging in a sex act with another man as a way to, quote, ease his anxiety concerning homosexuality.
So that means he got shit on Stevie J videos and everything, and he got him on P. Diddy. Like, this shit looking rough for him, man.
And included in this complaint are alleged screenshots of that purported video. By the way, Jones alleges that Combs has hidden cameras in every room of his various homes and that he has secret recordings of celebrities and associates, this compromising footage of every person that has attended his parties, which, by the way, from a legal point of view, would be a violation of civil privacy laws and criminal privacy laws, perhaps even implicate revenge porn type statutes. Anyway, continuing on with this alleged grooming campaign, Combs even allegedly admitted that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with, quote, an unidentified Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, as well as, quote, an R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl. Now, there are those who have speculated online that Philly rapper is
he talking about Usher? And is he talking about Meek Mill? But we going to stop this right here, man, because I done heard enough, man. P. Diddy, you know, that's a lot of allegations against you. And this dude, he got pictures and everything to prove it, man. So I don't know how you finna beat this one. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the content in the comment section. Y'all give me y'all response, man. But until the next one, y'all stay safe out there and God bless.